So many people ask me which speakers to get, which ones are the right ones, which ones are the best ones. Today, here in this room, I will answer all of those questions.
Oh, daylight, still so blind.
Hey guys, welcome to my studio. Today is an extremely special day for me because I'm about to buy or at least look at new speakers. I've been using the Yamaha HS80M for the past, I think, 8-9 years. And I really like them, they work, but now I've acoustically treated the room so much that I think like the next step up is actually buying new speakers, because now I'm at a point where I can actually hear the difference between a pair of 500 euro speakers to maybe a 1,000, 2,000 euro speaker set. Acoustic room treatment is by far the most underrated thing when it comes to buying speakers. Everyone talks about the woofer and the amps and how expensive they are, but if you put the most expensive speaker into a bathroom, it will just sound like shit. There is no way around it. My main goal for today and today's video is finding the perfect speaker for me, but also give you a little bit of guidance to actually find the perfect speaker for you. Because honestly, by far the most asked question on this channel and on my Snapchat, Instagram and Facebook is, what speakers should I get? Or is this speaker better than this? Which one would you recommend me to get? The simple answer to that question is, I don't know. I haven't tested all of the speakers. I don't know if this one is better than the other one. There's just really one way to find out, and this one way to find it out can't happen in your studio. It can't happen online. It can't happen watching videos, reading blog posts. There's really just one way, and to get there, let's try and do it in style, like a rock star. Yo. Short break.
Take me to the promised land. This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know. You had the chance to save her, be her savior. Now leave her alone. This was your final warning.
Good song, really good song. Enjoyed the drive here to Cologne, which isn't my favorite city in the world, mainly because I used to study here, international business, blah blah blah. Super boring, just cared about producing music, so I didn't come a whole lot to Cologne, and when I did, I just absolutely hate it. But anyways, when it comes to buying speakers, I think the first factor, and that's the one no one of us can change, is the budget. You have a budget, that's the limit, you can't go above it. I would also not advise to do it, especially if you're a beginner and you never bought studio monitors. Don't go above, I'd say, like 500, maybe 800, maybe 1,000 for the pair, but more than that is just wasted money. You're just not trained enough to hear any difference. Your room is not treated. So my first speakers, I bought them for 500 the pair, the Yamaha HS80M. And they lasted now for a very long time, so don't worry too much about it. But at the same time, also don't try to go below 250, 400 for the pair, because under that amount, you might just end up with crap. Unfortunately, it's the more you spend, the better the speakers are usually. And if you don't have enough, just save a little. Maybe ask your parents if they can lend you something, birthday, Christmas, or whatever else you're celebrating, to get some money, or for whatever other reason. Because the speakers, they last years and years. I've never heard about someone actually having a speaker not working. They're all built very well, and as long as you're not taking them to DJ somewhere or for your friend's birthday party, they won't break. They just sit in your studio and don't really move. But now it's time for the really exciting part. I didn't drove for no reason to Cologne, because right in front of me is the biggest music store, I think, in Europe. Also, the name is just The Music Store. Whoa! Okay, the weather is disgusting. Shit. Maybe just another round of ratatata. I'm always impressed when I'm here. This thing is so huge. One end as far as you can look, and this entire section. I don't even know if they allow me to film here, but I can already smell the gear.
She was on, she was on, she was on your side. You had the chance to save her. You didn't save her. You had the chance to be the savior.
I just love this place. This is really gear heaven. I finally made it. Like 2 hours through all of the equipment to the room why I'm actually here, the speaker room. And honestly, that's the best advice I can give you if you want to select speakers. Just test them out. It's the same like with clothes or anything else. Just go to the store, test it, compare it. In a room like this, you can switch between all of them and just see which one sounds the best to you. A quick tip on the side, just test the speakers you can afford. If you start testing the expensive ones, there is no going back. So with this right here, I select 23, hit enter, it switches to the speaker. And the best thing is they even have my speaker here, so I can directly compare it to the other ones. Also extremely important, bring your own music with you, because all of these stores, they have a cable for you to plug in your phone, except if you have an iPhone 7 like me. But I can also go here into the internet and just select my songs.
This was your final warning. Don't act like you're the last to know.
Yeah, so 30 minutes later and I'm so much smarter. There were speakers that I thought getting, but now I know I don't need to get them because they're not good compared to my Yamaha speakers. And I found a couple where I thought they might not be that good, and they're actually amazing. So those Focal, I've never seen them before. The biggest surprise today, I will definitely get a pair of these. The small Neumann ones, they look small, but they have actually the cleanest mid and top end that I ever heard on such a small speaker. Low end isn't that great, but if you don't need it, great speaker. The heat also very, very, very good. It's a company, I think the founder of Adam founded a new one. That's why they also have these ribbon tweeters. If you need very, very precise speakers, the Neumann, the big ones, the previous ones were the Klein and Hummel, expensive, but if you want to do surgical things for TV and stuff like that, the best speaker on the market. The Yamaha HS8, that's the newer version of mine. It's a really good speaker for the price. So if you're just starting out, get this one, or one of the bigger KRKs. I would advise against getting the smaller ones. Yes, I know you save like $100, but it's not worth it. With the bigger woofer, you got more bass, especially if you make electronic music. By far the biggest disappointment, the DIN audio, the new ones. The old ones were amazing, but these new ones that are white and these black ones, I don't know what they did. Maybe it's the room in here, but they just can't compete with the rest of the speakers. I've seen a lot of people getting these lately, especially on YouTube, but probably they get paid to use them because no, I couldn't produce with them. The Adams, also good, a little bit too expensive for what you get. The big ones are anyways too big for my studio. That's also a big tip. If you have a small room, get small speakers. If you have a big room, get big speakers. If you have a small room and you get big speakers, you just waste your money. You need for these kind of small near-field monitors, you have like, I think like 1 meter to 1.5 meters distance to the speaker. And then the bigger ones, the midfield ranged ones, it's like 1.5 meters to I think 2.5 meters. But read the manual, it's all in there. How to set them up, how to change the settings on the back, and also the recommended distance to the speaker. Genelec, I was never a big fan, and to be honest, just because I think they do not look that cool. But even the small ones, they have some hefty beef to it. The bass is really good. I see them being used a lot for electronic music actually, because with them it makes fun. You get bass and everything, so producing is sometimes better or not that clinical speakers. You know Justus from my other videos, he had these, the previous ones, and he couldn't produce with them. It was just too accurate. It didn't make fun. So you're starting to produce, you listen to your track and you're just like, why doesn't it sound good? So I will definitely get these and the Focal ones. I just need to figure out how much they cost. Same with these. And the third one would be either the A7X or the A8X by Adam. And this already leads us to the next point. If you tested the speakers in the store, then just order them to your studio and test them there. That's the best test you can do. But since I can't order all of them because I don't have the money, I will just order these 3, test them in my studio, and then pick one of them to be my new speaker for the studio. I think that's the wisest, that's the best approach to getting speakers. You can still send the other ones back. This store, for example, gives you 30 days money back, at least online. So I'm not picking them up today. I will just order them so I also don't have to carry them. Bye bye music store, I will miss you. Hello rain, I definitely didn't miss you. At least the sun is shining. And hello to Nutessa, she's still doing a great job. Now it's time to just head back to the studio and in style. This time not like a rock star, this time like every German person does it, driving as fast as you can on the Autobahn. Yeah, traffic jam, as always. You know, that traffic jam situation kind of delayed my day a little, didn't go to the studio, had a dinner business meeting, now sitting here writing emails probably for the next 2-3 hours and also ordering those speakers. And really, please do me a favor, don't ask me anymore which speakers to get, just go to the store, test them, narrow them down and then order 2-3 pairs of them, test them in your studio, that's by far the most important, and then pick the ones that you like. It's a personal thing, it's a matter of taste, it's a matter of what music you make, what room you have, what ears you have, all of these factor make a huge difference, so there is no way that anyone can tell you ever which speaker to get. It's really up to you to decide that. And a lot of people just forget about the option getting speakers, used speakers on eBay or somewhere else on the internet. Those speakers, they last really long and there is not much that can break, and it's a great way to save money and also make sure that someone else gets his money back because he stopped making music. That's happening quite a lot. If you're watching this channel for more than just one day, for obvious reasons, the music business is just crazy. So yeah, just try to keep it up, make your music, be creative, get the right speakers for you, same with headphones, microphones and basically everything else. We will see us tomorrow back again in the studio doing the giveaway for the sound card and also a couple of other things that are quite interesting. So see you tomorrow, sign out. You know, every time I say sign out, it's sign out for you, but for me it's like signing in into business stuff, then editing the video, then trying to sleep for 3 hours, then waking up again and then doing the next. But I don't want to complain, it's fun, it's big fun.
Don't get too close.